Hi, it's Gelsina. Welcome to my page. Let's get ready to do a workout together. Let's start today's class sitting on our feet. You can also be sitting just in a comfortable seated position. I'm just sitting sideways so you could see my back more, and we'll just start by rolling the shoulders back a bit, loosening up the muscles. And then bring your arms forward, and then we'll bring them back. So forward and back, keeping your palms facing down. And when you swing the arms back, really, you're engaging the arms here. So try to remember that. And then coming up, I'm switching just to be sitting on my toes, just to give my toes a stretch, but you can stay as you are. Breathing with each movement. And then we'll slowly bring the arms back and just pump the arms up here. So again, we're engaging and just pumping. And then we'll stop, hold the arms back, relax the arms down, and then bring the arms so the elbows are together, and then bring them out into a cactus shape. So continuing to breathe here as you inhale, exhale, push out. Trying to keep the elbows at shoulder height as you push out forcefully and then bring the elbows back together each time. And then we'll take the elbows together and just pump the arms up. Breathing as you do this. You should really begin to feel your arms warm up at this point. Just a couple more here. And then we'll slowly bring the arms down. Let's come on now to our hands and knees, and you can tap the tops of the feet against the floor if you were sitting on your toes, just to release the stretch. Take a breath here. And then we'll move back to our hands and knees, so we're in a table position. And just bringing the hips forward and then bring the hips back towards child's pose. So we're bringing some movement into the hips. As you inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. And when you come forward, try to really open the chest here, bring the shoulders back. Going as slow as you need to. And then we'll find ourselves just in child's pose to take a moment here and breathe. Let's come back to hands and knees. Stretch your right leg back and your left arm forward. As you inhale, tap, exhale, lift up. Breathing, reaching. And then pausing at the top, stretch, hold, breathe, and release the hand and knee down. So we'll go straight to the other side, reach the left leg back, right arm forward, and then tapping the toe and hand down and up. Breathing with each movement here. And then holding the arm and leg up, breathing, reaching, and let's release them back down to hands and knees. I'm crossing my legs here just to get a little bit of a different stretch as I do a cat-cow position. So really arching the spine and then releasing the belly button down, looking up, breathing. I'm just getting a little playful here, and I'm crossing one arm over the other as I do cat-cow. So what's really helpful for me here is to reach my arms and hands wider out towards the edges of my mat. And just breathe into this unique pose, welcoming something different. Let's come back to just regular hands and knees. And from here, we'll tuck the toes and shift back to downward dog. If it feels good to come up onto the toes and then press the heels down, you could do that. Relaxing your head, breathing. Now let's take our right arm and reach it to the outside of the left leg, and then we'll switch. So left arm comes to the outside of the right leg, and just continue moving with each breath, reaching and twisting. And then coming back to center, walk the hands towards the feet, bend the legs, and just let the upper body be heavy for a moment. Walk the hands back out into a plank position, making sure the hips are even with the body. From here, drop your left knee, then lift up, then drop your right knee, and then shift onto the sides of your feet and lift your left arm up to a side plank. Come back to center, drop the left, the right knee, and then come back to the left side. So we're just switching sides in our side plank and then tapping the knees in between. This is a little bit of a shaky pose, but just keep with it. I've added one more tap on each side with each knee, but you can continue with one on each side if that's comfortable. Just continuing to breathe. Next time you get to your side plank, reach your arm up and then reach it alongside your ear, keeping the hips high. Hold this pose and breathe. Let's come back to regular plank and then come to the other side and swing your top arm overhead, making sure the hips are high. Breathe. Come back to center. Walk the hands towards the feet and come back to a forward fold. Bend the knees now. Tuck the pelvis in, reach the arms up and come into your chair pose. Breathe here. I know this is uncomfortable. And then let's fold back over the legs. Walk the arms back out to plank position and let's prepare for a fun little flow. We'll come back to our knee taps. So drop the left knee, then lift up, then drop the right knee. And we'll do that 4 times. And then come back to your side plank. Lift the left arm up. And then we're reaching our left leg to meet the elbow and reach out. So we're doing this 4 times, trying to keep your hips high. I know this is a difficult one. After 4 times, come back to regular plank and come back to your 4 knee taps. Then we'll shift to the other side plank, reach the arm overhead, and then bring the elbow towards the knee with the top leg. Really reaching, lengthening, and breathing. Coming back to center when you're there, doing your 4 taps again, and then going back to the other side. So we're just doing each side 1 more time. Bringing the elbow and knee together, hips stay high. Come back to center, do your 4 taps with the knees, and then shift to the other side. You're doing so well. This is a burner. Let's come back to our regular plank, drop the knees, and push back into a well-deserved child's pose. I like to flip my palms up just to release the wrists and take some deep breaths here. Let's come back up to our hands and knees, then tuck the toes and come back to downward dog. Let's reach our right leg up behind us and then swing the leg through into a high lunge position. Reach the arms alongside the ears. And then we'll shift forward and reach the arms back. So we're going to continue with this motion. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, shift forward, swing the arms back. Breathing as you do this, really staying balanced in the feet. Feeling strong in the arms. And then we're just going to pause and then do our pumps with the arms as we shift forward, breathing and pumping the arms back and up. Great job. Now let's bring the arms back alongside the ears, reaching up, and let's open to Warrior Two. That should feel like a really nice relief. From here, let's come into a variation of triangle pose. So straighten your right leg, reach your arms alongside the ears and reach far with them, reach up. Open your chest towards the ceiling and breathe. Feel strong in the legs. And then turn your chest towards your front leg and lower down, and we'll straighten the right leg, folding over the leg, toes coming up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Now we're just going to shift onto our sit bones and wrap our right leg around the left leg. So we're just in a sitting position, reaching the right arm up. Let's bring it back. Fingertips come behind us and bring your left elbow against the right knee. So your spine is tall here, looking over your right shoulder. Breathe into the twist. I like to release this twist just by twisting the opposite way and then coming back to center. Let's find downward facing dog again. Let's do everything on the left side now. So reach the left leg up behind you, swing it through the hands, and then getting your balance, come to a high lunge position. When you're ready, shift forward, bring the arms back, and then come back to your lunge. So as you inhale, reach up, exhale, reach back, shift forward. Find your breath and your balance here. Feel strong in the feet. And then when you're ready, let's shift forward, pause, bring the hands back, and let's do our arm pumps. Breathing. Really reaching back and up with the arms. Fingers are engaged, and breathe. Let's now come back to our high lunge, swing the arms up alongside the ears, and then open to Warrior Two. This should feel really good. Find your breath. And then when you're ready, let's come into our triangle pose. Straighten the left leg, reach forward with the left arm, and reach the arms alongside the ears, really turning your chest up towards the ceiling, towards the right. Breathe. And then let's circle down, bring the hands down, shift forward and back into our forward fold, folding over the left leg, breathing, toes pointing up. Just like we did the other side, let's sit our sit bones down, swing the left leg over the right, and prepare for your twist. Bringing your left arm against the right knee, be on your fingertips behind you. Twist and breathe. Let's come back through center, and then you can release the twist on the other side. This time, let's shift forward if you need to and slowly roll down onto your backside. I like to just take a moment here, stretch the arms and legs. The workout isn't over though, so don't get too comfortable. From this position, let's come up to a boat position. So from here, we're just doing some toe taps. I like to incorporate the arms up or forward. So you're just tapping the right toes, then the left toes. Breathing here, trying to keep your spine nice and tall. Let's just do a couple more toe taps, and then we're going to keep both toes lifted, both legs lifted, but knees bent, and bring your right forearm over your left forearm. Then we're twisting to the left. 1, 2, 3, trying to keep your arms and legs lifted as they are. Keep going, breathing. Couple more left. Great job. Let's come back to center and then switch the arms. So left forearm over the right and then twist to the right. Really breathing here, feeling strong in the entire body. Just a couple more left. Fantastic. Let's come back to center, relax the arms and legs. Stretch the legs out in front of you. You can press the toes away from you and then towards you, just really stretching the feet here. Flexing and releasing. And then let's slowly lower down back onto the back side of the body. Let's now bring the knees up towards the chest. And then take your arms first alongside your ears and then reach up. So we're coming into our hundreds here. Knees are bent. You can keep the knees bent or you can bring the legs out at an angle. We're just pumping the arms here as you breathe. I like to point my toes here. Legs are at an angle, pumping and breathing. Keep going, you're almost there. And then let's slowly bring the knees into the chest, relax the back down. I like to stretch my arms overhead. Keep the knees as they are. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling, and then we're just stretching one leg at a time and one arm at a time in separate directions. So right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm. Switching, and as you breathe, reach. This is a unique pose, but one of my favorites. Come back to center, and then just release the arms above your head to the ground. Let's get ready for our hand to foot taps. So reach your right hand to your left foot, come up, and then switch sides. Breathing as you reach and crunch. Trying to keep your lower back on the ground here. We're just reaching towards opposite foot. Breathing with each movement. We only have a few more minutes left of class. And then let's relax down, bring the knees into the chest, and rock from side to side if that feels good for you. Let's now release the feet to the ground, but keep the knees bent at hip distance. And then push into the palms and lift the hips up. And then lower back down. Let's do this a couple of times. If you want to incorporate your arms, you could swing the arms up over towards your ears as you lift the hips, and then lower the arms down as you lower the hips, breathing with each movement. Fantastic. And then just bringing the arms to be at the same height of your hips, palms facing down, and let's pump the hips up and up, up and up. Continue breathing. Pause the pump and come up to the toes. Lift the heels off the ground, breathe, and then slowly lower everything down. Great job. Bring the knees into the chest and then reach your right leg towards your chest. Bring your forehead up towards the knee. Let's switch. So we're just switching legs as we breathe. I like to try to point my toes here to really elongate the legs, breathing with each movement. And you could increase the speed here if you like, and you could even reach the arms alongside the body, reaching the palms up. Just a couple more. And then bring the knees into the chest and relax. You can stay as you are or bring the knees out as you bring the bottoms of the feet together. Just taking a moment here to find your breathing. Reaching the arms overhead now, reach the legs out. Let's prepare for our roll-up. So we're rolling up with the spine and reaching over the feet and then rolling back down slowly. So as you inhale, reach the arms up and then fold over the legs and then exhale, come all the way back down. So let's do 3 more of these at your own speed, really trying to stay strong in the entire body here. And then on your next one, let's just fold over the legs. If you need to bend the knees, that's totally okay. Let's come back up now to a seated position. I'm just shifting forward so you can see me better. I'm bringing the bottoms of my feet together and holding on to the feet with the hands. Take your knees towards the ground and breathe here. From here, let's straighten the left leg out at an angle and then reaching the left arm either on top of the leg or inside of the leg. Reach your right arm over. This should feel really great after all of our movements today. Keep your sit bones on the ground and breathe. Let's switch sides now. Reaching the left arm up and over, breathe. Let's come back up. Coming to a comfortable seated position. Reach the arms up overhead, look up, and then bring the arms down. We'll do this twice more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Once more, really bringing a positive energy around your body, and then bringing the palms in front of your heart. We will end our intense workout here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it wasn't too hard. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a beautiful day.